Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 91 of the Survival Series. Which means, the countdown continues. So, for episode 91, let's start off with the haiku and limerick, and then we're actually going to be doing some very small projects here and there. Just lots of teeny tiny clips of teeny tiny things that need to be done. Our haiku for this episode is... I'm new to this whole brevity is thy essence, just do what you want. That's exactly what we're doing. I'm just gonna do what I want. And the limerick is, there was an old man with a beard, one morning remarked to his granny, but this one was easy, I often felt queasy, because I was sniffing my toes. That almost made sense. In fact, that could be a limerick. Almost. Okay, that might be one of the first limericks that actually made a tiny bit of sense. Okay, let's put the haikus and limericks away and get on with the project. This episode, we're gonna do some major cleanup of this area, of the entire mansion area, and just about every place that I actually occupy. So, for example, these ice highways need to go. They are ugly, and they serve no purpose. I already have ice highways in the nether. Why do I need ice highways in the overworld? So we have this guy, which was built back, I think, 2 episodes ago. Way over there, next to the pixel displayer from last episode, there's an ice highway that goes to the Ice Plain Spikes biome. That was from episode 83. And then there's this thing, which I keep meaning to tear out, because it's been here since who knows how long, and I still haven't torn it out. Well, today's the day. This highway is going away. That sounds like a Javamonk the Dr. Seuss novel? Eh? I haven't shown this in a while. So the ice highway, this long-standing ice highway, actually leads to this long-since abandoned village. Which, by the way, some of the path actually goes up on this cliff right there. I have no idea why. But anyways, there's a whole bunch of llamas and horses that I've meant to carry back to the mansion, but now I don't see a purpose for them. So, tell you what, horses. I'm sorry for bringing you up to this ice highway, but I'm not gonna lead these horses back down. Whoops. I'm now gonna lead them back down to the plains where they can roam free. Even though they still have saddles. And I don't really need to take their saddles because I have way too many saddles. Well, if ever I wondered where all my smooth stone slabs went, this is where. This is just from one side of this ice highway. And the other side I've already stashed away in the bulk storage room. So now I'm clearing away the packed ice, and man, there's so much ice locked up in this one ice highway that I can now just remove. Gone. This will look so much better without this super old piece of thing just sticking out from the mansion. I am aware that this ice highway kind of awkwardly went straight through some mountains. I'm gonna leave the mountains alone because that's the only sign of this ice highway's existence, and I don't know, it kind of seems interesting that there would be kind of ghosts of what was placed before. So there we, and also this hill is nowhere near the mansion, so that'll do. Ice Highway number 1 has been removed. So moving on to Ice Highway number 2 from, I don't know, 2 episodes ago. Essentially the time when I moved the shulkers to the mansion. 2 of the bright purple shulkers from episode 62. So, off camera, I actually realized that you can enchant armor with protection, fire protection, projectile protection, and blast protection all at the same time. So essentially, I'm undefeatable now. And just to lock it in, because I'm sure this will be patched soon, it probably is by the time this is released, I enchanted all of my backup armor with that same combination. So yeah, I'm unbeatable now. Here we are at the pixel displayer, the most insane amount of resources I've ever used on a redstone project. So it looks nice and plain from here. You just got an array of buttons and an array of lamps. I mean, how difficult could it be? Well, those observers are just to display the lamps. Yeah, the rest of the actual contraption is all underneath this giant hill. So here we are. I actually removed the water from this elevator before I even started on the pixel displayer because, well, redstone and water mix horrifyingly well. Destructively well, in fact. So here we go, removing this gold pillar and also this ice highway right here once and for all. And yeah, this ice highway, these two ice highways are actually not as big of a waste of resources as the super old one, partly because I'm only using one row of packed ice rather than 3, and also the edges of the ice highway are gray stained glass panes, which I have millions of after episode 42. And in fact, yep, Shulk is this way, not anymore. In fact, I want to get these gray stained glass panes back because in this countdown of last 10 episodes, I hope to do a project similar to episode 42, complete with a 3D printer. We'll see how that goes. It's very much a episode 76 kind of situation, or something like that, where, well, not wherever it was that I built my personal tree farm, where I essentially was basically working way up to the last minute on, well, working right up to the last minute on a tree farm, and that tree farm actually went pretty well, except now instead of a tree farm, it's a 3D printer. That skeleton. So while I'm digging out the remainder of this ice highway, I want to discuss this last 10 episodes of the series. So, ultimately, the whole idea of this last 10 episodes is to kind of answer the question, how do you end a series like this? See, ending a series is always rather weird because, well, for example, the ending of Breaking Bad is full of controversy. The ending of Game of Thrones is, which, by the way, I actually watched Game of Thrones. It's a good show. I do think that Season 8 was rather rushed. But, anyway, ending a series, no matter what the situation is, no matter how popular the show is, it's always super duper awkward. But, that's ending a TV show. I watched a series of videos called of different people on the Hermitcraft server. I rather enjoy watching those series, and ending that series as well is actually almost as awkward, maybe even more awkward than ending a TV show, because it's essentially ending a survival series where all kinds of cool stuff happened, and I'm in a similar situation. This survival series has had mansions being moved, 3D printers constructed, my own future self, for goodness sakes, showing up and messing stuff up. I mean, this survival series has been absolutely insane. So, these last 10 episodes, here's the plan for these last 10 episodes. I'm essentially going to do every single cliché ending possible. That's essentially what this last 10 episodes have been, starting with last episode with the Pixel Painter. And this is the cleanup episode, where I'm essentially cleaning up all the mess. And, well, really, the last 5 episodes of this countdown is going to be all the cliché endings. The first 5 of the countdown is going to be essentially unfinished projects being finally finished, and yeah, things like that. And then, episode 100, I got some interesting plans. Well, actually, I don't. Future Javamonk does. Yeah, this is going to be rather interesting, I think, and hopefully it's a satisfying finale to this monstrously huge series. So, oh, so weird arrow flying past me. So, here's the thing, if you're new to this series, then go ahead and watch these last 10 episodes, okay? Because you might not know the references to all the different builds, but hopefully the quality is such that if you were to watch any episodes of the series, these last 10 are what you should watch. I hope you enjoy these. Remember this place? Probably not. This is a skeleton spawner built skeleton spawner farm. Built way back. Probably in like episode... Had to have been before like episode 20. I have not AFK'd here in a very long time. Possibly even years. So, yeah, and the reason why is because it's very difficult to get here. I've AFK'd plenty of times at the cave spider farm, which is right around here. Here it is. This is the cave spider farm, and it's easily accessible right from this room, from the box storage room. But it's not so easy to access the skeleton spawner. So, as part of the cleanup effort, let's add an access route to the cave spider spawner. Right there, the skeleton spawner. There we go. Now our entrance to the skeleton farm comes through this door, down this hallway through the stone, and luckily I still have the speed beacon this whole hallway, so that's pretty cool. And now we come to the AFK spot, where I used gravel to block my way because, for some reason, I had no idea about this invention called the door. Because, you know, things that block hallways. So, yeah, apparently I've not figured out what a door was. So, let's put one in. Right here. Now, I'm going to do a quick trick with the doors to essentially make them zombie-proof. And here's the trick. You ready? You place the doors on the side of the block, and this way, when you close it, not like that. Maybe let's try like this. Nope. Well, if you know what the trick is, then there we go. So here's the trick. Any zombie that tries to bust down these doors are gonna think they're open, so it won't even try to bust them down. But it's closed, but the actual passageway is closed, so a zombie cannot get through, and it cannot bust down the door. And that is until I open it, which it registers as closed. So, fun little thing there. And looks like the skeleton farm does work quite well, so let's see what's in this chest. Oh, leftover garbage from who knows how long ago. So there we go. Quick cleanup project complete. Next small project on this cleanup episode is this sheep farm. So this sheep farm is kind of broken, and it also kind of looks ugly sticking out of the mansion like this. So I'm thinking we can fix at least one of those problems by specifically the one of making it looking ugly by building a chimney, or making it look like it's a brick chimney coming out of the mansion. So this mansion is supposed to the exterior is supposed to look all haunted and mysterious, and I think having a brick chimney with maybe some smoke coming out of it, such as from a campfire, because I've actually never used campfires before, so I might be totally making this up. Okay, that is a thing. Good. So campfires, when you have a hay bale underneath them, have smoke plumes that go way up. And I think that'd be perfect for a chimney design. And that is exactly what I'm going to build next. And I'm going to build this entirely out of bricks because, well, I've never used bricks before. This part sticking out on the roof over here is going to cause some issues. And yes, I am aware it is very laggy. I have no idea why it's so laggy. It's like, it's only laggy on this side of the mansion, which is not the side that has the box storage room. It's so bizarre, and very frustrating. So, here we go. I'm thinking maybe in these countdown episodes, we actually fix all the lag issues. Like, once and for all, fix the lag. I think that'd be kind of cool. So, here we go. This is going to be a quick swap because I don't want the water to be washing stuff out. Oh, come on, I placed those bricks. And yet the water is still washing out. Lovely. Wow, that didn't last long at all. So I thought I was at on a pretty good start, having like 3 stacks of brick blocks. Yeah, that didn't even make it once around the full 3-block layer around the sheep farm. Man, bricks are an expensive material. And here's how the brick chimney looks. Well, it's not exactly the best, but you know what? It looks like a chimney. So I think that's actually gonna do it for this episode. So this is probably a very short episode, but that's totally fine. So we built a chimney to cover up the sheep farm. That's not exactly working all that great. We finally removed a bunch of overworld ice highways, and we also installed an entrance to the skeleton farm. So there we go. That's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please let me know, and I'll see you next time, where we complete yet another project that has been a work in progress for a very long time.